Hi, before we start, I actually want to apologize that I'm having a running nose, so I've caught a cold. So apologize if I'm sneezing sometimes, or if my sound doesn't really sound that accurate. Welcome everyone, I'm Yuki, and I'm excited to make this video. Just to make a small update about what this channel now will become in the future. It took me forever, half a year to a year, to finally come to a point where I'm very confident in what this channel should be about. And I know that only those people who really care about me and my videos and my channel, which can only be counted by a few, I guess, will click on this video. So I won't do a lot of jump cuts or whatever. Yeah. Anyways, it took me a while because I had a very negative mindset when it comes to social media. I always had the idea that social media was the daredevil of what life was about, and that only people who use social media were affected by mental issues that I, as a better person of course, don't want to be associated with social media that much. So I used to delete all my applications on my phone. I only allowed myself to be on phone for once a week to check whether people message me, and I never really reached out to others. So I was really trying to just be a better person, which is kind of normal, like where I'm coming from, because I was raised in a household, I'm half Asian. So you kind of know that those who were raised Asian, which is quite stereotypical, but I mean, there's some point of truth, of course. We're raised in a household where it is this kind of perfectionistic mindset to get good grades, to do good at school. And if you have just scored a B instead of an A, and everyone else, or only if it was one or two people, were scoring better than you, you were compared. I know, those things were just all over the internet, and people were making fun of those Asian kids, who are doing so well in math. So now that I finally want to start my channel, I want to make a little small change, which probably no one will actually notice if I wouldn't have made this video. I'm calling myself Yuki Do It, which is a form of saying you can do it. I hope you can make the connection from my name, Yuki Do It. I want to shortly explain why I make this change. So first of all, as a person, I'm so in love with longboard dancing. If you really don't know what longboard dancing is about, you should check out my other videos. So when I actually got attention of longboard dancing, I fell so in love with the idea of just dancing on a board, because I used to really dance a lot when I was younger. I think it was just majestic to look at the people doing all those fancy footwork. For those who are even more advanced, to use your arms and hands. Yeah. Anyways, so why I wanted to name myself Yuki Do It, I even don't know my name myself anymore, is that I want to encourage everyone that whatever they do in life is actually mostly rooted in their brain and their mindset. And that although, of course, talents and genes do play a very significant role in how someone can advance faster than the others, psychology has shown a lot that, well, it's more about the how than what someone has had in the past. So I just want to throw out in the room that, for example, if you're a student, you could very well just study 2 or 3 hours for every day if you're in the exam period, or if you're in school, and would do significantly better than all the others who are studying for 10 or 12 hours, because as long as you know how it works, you're set. It's so easy. I mean, not easy, but you actually need to know the how. And yeah, that's where the now how comes from, is that I'm actually a clinical psychologist. I have just graduated from my university, and I want to use my degree to actually help you people to reach the things that I have reached. Kind of. Whatever I have reached in my life. It's a question to help everyone here. To emphasize it again, I really think that everyone can start anything in life. Should it be longboard dancing? Should it be playing an instrument? Should it be learning a language? Whatever it is. The know-how is so important to get everything in life done so much easier and so much better. To be fair, the biggest enemy of every one of us is our head and what we think. If we are constantly worrying or depressed, we can try to overcome those issues. And I know depression and anxiety and whatever they exist is a problem, but we can still do a bit better by overcoming it if we know how. So overall, with this channel, I actually want to create a lot of those things that I do currently. That is, yeah, of course, psychology, because I just studied it. It is longboard dancing, and perhaps in the future also playing the violin, because I just started it and I want to show, even though it's a very hard instrument to learn, that everyone can start even the worst and craziest things that exist and make it so proficient. Oh, yeah, and one more thing. I actually want to create videos every week from now on. And even though those videos might not be like very aesthetically pleasing to the eyes, I'm not so confident in how to talk in front of the camera. So right now, I want to spend more time talking in front of my camera, and then afterwards, yay, make all the effort again in putting time in video editing. I know I can do it because I've spent so many hours off camera to actually create videos that are, yeah, I don't know. You can see that in my past videos, and I think I've done a relatively good job. I mean, it's for you to decide if you actually like them or not, but I put a lot of hours into it, and that's not something that you might see. And some people might actually think that video editing isn't that hard, but it takes so much time. And even though it's just like a 5-minute video, it could very well be already spent like 3 or 4 days non-stop to create the aesthetic that I like to have and that you hopefully then also like. Yeah. Anyways, as I said before, I want to create videos now every week. I want to be active on Instagram and perhaps also be active on TikTok. I don't know if you're into that. The people here, whatever. Yeah, I'm happy to actually start off my real channel now and to treat it as a job. It sounds so weird to say treat it as a job because I don't make money. I just want to create content and perhaps in the future, hopefully get some money. Because I can really see that there's quite the potential that I can have on the longboard dancing community, because it does actually play a big part in psychology or anything in life. Because I think psychology is actually so much more connected to anything that exists. They're interconnected. We are psychology. I hope that you actually liked the video, and it would be nice if you want to comment down and tell me what you think of this, and I can probably improve the way that I'm doing my things and that you also as a viewer desire. Well, now I can say I hope to see you next week, and bye.